Kicked out at 19, blamed for a theft. 4 years later, my grandfather exposed their lies, and I became the heir to everything they tried to take. I was standing in my childhood living room on Christmas Eve, snow falling outside, my suitcase at my feet, while my own mother screamed that I was a thief. 4 years later, the man who believed them all was gone, and the man who believed me made sure the truth destroyed them. If you've ever been blamed for something you didn't do, if you've ever been betrayed by the people who were supposed to protect you, then hit like, subscribe, and settle in. Because this story proves that karma doesn't forget. It just waits. I was 19 years old the night my family decided I no longer belonged to them. Christmas Eve, the house smelled like cinnamon and pine. Carols played softly in the background. And yet, every face in that room looked at me like I was already guilty. My name is Liam Carter, and according to my family, I had just stolen my father's Rolex. Not misplaced, not missing, stolen. My father, Gregory, didn't yell. That hurt more. He just stared at me from across the room, arms crossed, jaw clenched, like I'd already disappointed him one too many times. "Where is it?" he asked quietly. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because I thought this was a joke. "It's not funny, Liam," my mother, Vanessa, snapped. "Your father's watch is gone, and you were the last one in his office." I felt my stomach drop. That watch wasn't just expensive. It was my dad's pride, his symbol of success. And suddenly, it was the weapon they used to erase me. I denied it. Over and over, my voice cracked. My hands shook. But no matter what I said, it didn't matter. My sister Rachel sat on the couch, arms folded, watching me like she was bored. No defense, no surprise. Just quiet satisfaction. "She's always been jealous," my mother said. "He's always been irresponsible," my sister added. And my father. He didn't say a word. That silence was the verdict. By midnight, my suitcase was packed. By 1 a.m., my father opened the door and said 6 words that still echo in my head. "Don't come back until you confess." I walked out into the freezing night with nowhere to go. The next few months broke me in ways I didn't know were possible. I slept on friends' couches, then in my car, then sometimes nowhere at all. Every time I applied for a job, I heard my mother's voice in my head. "You always mess things up." Every rejection felt like proof that maybe they were right. What hurt most wasn't the homelessness, it was the humiliation. Family friends stopped returning my messages. Whispers spread. The story became Liam stole from his own father. The only person who didn't turn away? My grandfather, Edward Carter. He called me 2 weeks after Christmas. "Come by tomorrow," he said. No judgment, no questions, just, trust. When I walked into his modest house, he poured me tea and listened. The whole story, every detail. Then he leaned back and said something I'll never forget. "Truth doesn't need defenders, lies do." He gave me a place to stay and something better, belief. I worked like my survival depended on it, because it did. I started flipping items online, then built a tiny e-commerce store, failed twice, succeeded the third time. I ate ramen, wore the same jacket for 3 winters. But slowly, something changed. I wasn't surviving anymore. I was building, and every time I felt like quitting, my grandfather reminded me, "They already tried to destroy you. Don't finish the job for them." 4 years passed, then came my grandfather's 72nd birthday. He insisted on a family gathering, even them. I didn't want to go, but he looked at me and said, "Just trust me." The living room was full, laughter, wine, fake smiles. My parents barely acknowledged me. Rachel didn't look at me at all. After dessert, my grandfather stood up. "I want to give a gift," he said. He pulled out a small box. Inside, a Rolex. My father froze. "This," my grandfather said calmly, "is the watch that went missing 4 years ago." The room went silent, then he turned and looked directly at my sister. "Rachel," he continued, "would you like to explain why this was pawned under your name?" She went pale. My mother stood up, shouting excuses. But my grandfather wasn't finished. He laid out everything. The pawn records, the bank transfers, the failed crypto scheme my mother and sister tried to hide. They needed money, so they blamed me. Every lie exposed. My father collapsed into a chair, and for the first time in my life, they look small. My grandfather ended with one final sentence. I've rewritten my will. The house erupted, but he raised his hand. The one person who never betrayed this family, that is Liam. Silence, shock, rage, tears, and relief so strong my knees nearly gave out. They tried to break me. Instead, they crowned me. I didn't celebrate, I didn't gloat, I just felt free. Years later, my father sent a letter. Apologies, regret, guilt, I never replied. Not because I was angry, but because I didn't need it anymore. Family isn't blood, it's loyalty, it's truth, and I finally had both. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destruction, it's survival, it's success, it's peace. If this story gave you chills, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what's the most satisfying karma you've ever witnessed? Because around here, the truth always comes out. And karma, it keeps receipts.